Greetings, First Presbyterian Church family. I hope you can hear me over the breeze. There's my cousin out there. This is the low tide point here. We are on the backside of Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina, and on the horizon says trees. That's the other side of the Intracoastal Waterway, a route that goes all the way up to Maine and then back down to Florida, and I believe goes even around the Gulf Coast, ways that you can travel. Just a few thoughts to share today. Bigger picture, thinking of the disciples and talking about them and their backstories. And I think of this place, this beach. It's very easy to walk over to the beach, but we're on the backside. And you think of beaches, and you think of beach resorts, you think of what's on the front, either the, wow, he's brave. Anyway, think of what faces, and either the front row or just the second row of the main street. But there is a backstory further back here. And think of our own backstories, and you might think of the marsh as kind of a waste, but the marsh is filled with life. And I know that often in our backstories, they may not be everything that we want shown, but they can be used kind of muggy, can be redemptive. So reflecting on that, I think of the Intracoastal Waterway going that far. Once again, I think of the Lord and the distances that it can take, and the back roads that it can run. This is what we see at low tide. About 9 o'clock, it will be a high tide. Everything you see, well, not the green grass, I should say, but all of that sandbar, which has even begun to dry on the top, will be covered. And all of that mud you see underneath what supports those grasses in the marsh there, it will be above. All of that will be covered. And even, I'm going to try to zoom down, y'all. Let's see if I can zoom here. Okay. And I got something in my hand, so it's okay, hang on. Okay, I think it's about as far as I can zoom. Down there on the edge is Sunset Island. Sunset Beach, excuse me. It's on another island. Right now, people could actually, it's about 5 feet deep, could walk across. That will soon be covered. Within 6 hours will be covered. It would be dangerous to cross it. The tides come and the tides come and they go and they change, and we've seen high and low here. And again, reflecting on that, of the different seasons of life, and being open to what the Lord is doing in those different seasons. And because the highs, the lows are just, maybe a season of a particular job or stage of life, of marriage, of raising children. I think of one man speaking about marriage and talking about really a successful marriage is a series of little marriages. And he spoke of how he did a really good job, of course, as a newlywed, and a really good job when he was the father of one. But that just the workload changed when they had 2 children, and he said, I was not that good a father of 2. He learned, and so you see a bit of a gap. They actually have 4, and just kind of cute the picture. You see 2 children fairly close in age, a bit of a gap, and then 2 children close in age. So he learned. The point, just learning from that and the needs there, and then think of a family who have watched they had a large number of kids, but watching that number decrease as they launched. I mean, they still have the kids, but now we're a family of this number at home, and then this number at home, and then we're back to having 1 kid at home again. And again, each stage of life, to be open to what God is doing. We are entering the last third of summer, and actually when I get back, it will be Backpack Sunday. Blessing of the Backpacks on August 7th. And children in that week or the week that follows will begin another school year. And then we'll have that kind of hybrid that, yes, it's the summer, but we're also in school and we're getting ready for Friday Night Lights. I haven't figured out a cool name for it other than hybrid summer. But it's not even early fall. But that will be our new season. I want to share a quote, and I've shared this before. It's stuck with me over the years. It is from Gift from the Sea. Perhaps this is the most important thing for me to take back from beach living. Simply the memory that each cycle of the tide is valid. Each cycle of the wave is valid. Each cycle of a relationship is valid. And my shells, I can sweep them all into my pocket. They're only there to remind me that the sea recedes and returns eternally. As she is speaking about stages of life, this particular chapter speaks about stages and valuing each stage and the nature of it. It's a thought to leave you. This we wrap up. This will conclude our summer adventures. We've got some more fall adventures ahead of us. We'll be putting this behind, having spent time with family and with friends back here in North Carolina, and memories of many trips that I don't have time to even go over them with y'all. But knowing that each one is valid, and even for my back of the beach scenes, maybe even those scenes of life that are more like that mud over there, I feel like it's more muddy than green. But even those, the Lord is using redemptively and trusting Him in the process and seeking to follow Him. So those are my thoughts with you all. We'll return to the disciples next week, and I just looking forward to seeing you all on August 7th. And take care.